Transistor Radio is the fourth studio album by M. Ward. The first track is an instrumental cover of a track from the Beach Boys album Pit Sounds. The track Here Comes the Sun Again is featured in the commercial for the 2007 Cadillac SRX crossover. Life in Slow Motion is the seventh studio album by English singer-songwriter David Gray, released on September 12, 2005 in Europe and 13 September in the United States. Following a muted response to his previous album, A New Day at Midnight, this album was seen by many as a considerable return to the form that brought Gray international acclaim with White Ladder. Broken Social Scene is the third studio album by Broken Social Scene, released on October 4, 2005. In addition to the musicians who contributed to the band's prior release You Forgot It in People, new contributors on Broken Social Scene include Chaos, Jason Tate and Murray Lightburn. Garrow is the sixth official studio album and ninth overall by American alternative rock artist Beck, first released in March 2005 on Interscope Records. It debuted on Billboard's Top 200 album chart at number 2, and in the UK at number 15. Hearts and Unicorns is the first full-length release by California indie rock band Giant Drag. It was released September 13, 2005 in the US and February 27, 2006 in the UK on Kickball Records. The Woods is the seventh studio album by the American rock band Sleater-Kinney, released on May 24, 2005 by Sub Pop. It was produced by Dave Friedman and recorded from November 2004 to December 2004 at Tarbox Road Studios in Cassadaga, New York. Thunder, Lightning, Strike is the debut album by The Go Team. It was released on British label Memphis Industries in 2004 and was nominated for the 2005 Mercury Music Prize. The album was re-released in the UK and the US by Columbia Records in October 2005. Superwolf is an album by Bonnie Prince Billy and Matt Sweeney. It was released in 2005 on Drag City. Peter Townsend plays drums. Sue Schofield provides guest vocals. Lullabies to Paralyze is the fourth studio album by Queens of the Stone Age, released on March 21, 2005. The album debuted at number 5 on the Billboard 200, and sold 97,000 copies in America during its first week of release, eventually topping over 342,000 copies as of March 2007 according to Nielsen SoundScan. Mighty Rearranger is English rock singer Robert Plant's eighth solo album and the second with his band Strange Sensation. It was released internationally on April 25, 2005, on 9 May in the United Kingdom and 10 May in the United States. Don't Believe the Truth is the sixth studio album by the English rock band Oasis, released on May 30, 2005. It reached number 1 in the UK albums chart with first week sales of just under 238,000. And is the 32nd fastest selling album ever in the UK. Devil's Dust is the 13th studio album by American recording artist Bruce Springsteen, and his third acoustic album. It was released on April 25, 2005 in Europe and on April 26, 2005, in the United States. Haughty Melodic is an album by Mike Doughty released on May 3, 2005. Doughty describes the album as a bunch of songs about yearning and redemption and happiness and hope. The album's sound is dense, stuffed full of multi-tracked guitars, horns, keyboards, and Doughty's own voice multiplied over himself in harmony, a departure both from the sounds of Soul Coughing and Doughty's solo acoustic work. Some Cities is the third studio album by the British indie rock band Doves. The album was released by Heavenly Records on February 21, 2005, and became the band's second consecutive album to top the UK albums chart at number 1. Tak is the fourth studio album by the Icelandic band Sigur Rós. It was released on September 12, 2005, though EMI. The album debuted at 27 in the US, selling 30,000 copies in its first week of release. Hypnotize is the fifth album by Armenian-American rock band System of a Down and the second half of the Mesmerize, Hypnotize double album. It was released on November 22, 2005. 6 months after the release of companion album Mesmerize. Illinois is a 2005 concept album by American indie folk songwriter Sufjan Stevens. It is his fifth studio album, and features songs referencing places, events, and persons related to the U.S. state of Illinois. Tadatlan is the third album by the Swedish psychedelic rock group Dungeon. It was produced by Gustav Edgst, the lead singer and instrumentalist of the band. Edge also recorded and mixed the album. Mesmerize is the fourth studio album by Armenian-American rock band System of a Down. It is the first half of the Mesmerize, Hypnotize double album. It was released on May 17, 2005, 6 months before Hypnotize, on American Records. Z is the fourth studio album by psychedelic rock band My Morning Jacket. This collection features a much spacier and more polished sound than previous releases, making heavy use of synthesizers throughout and incorporating reggae and dub influences. Get Behind Me Satan is the fifth studio album by American alternative rock band The White Stripes, released on June 7, 2005, on V2 Records. Though still basic in production style, the album marked a distinct change from its guitar-heavy 2003 predecessor, Elephant. Aha Shake Heartbreak is the sophomore studio album by American rock band Kings of Leon. It was released in November 2004, in the UK and February 2005, in the United States. It is the only album by Kings of Leon to have a parental advisory label because of the strong language in Rememo, Soft, and Four Kicks. With Teeth is the fourth studio album by American industrial rock band Nine Inch Nails, released on May 3, 2005, by Interscope Records. The album was produced by Nine Inch Nails frontman Trent Reznor and longtime collaborator Alan Moulder. Francis the Mute is the second studio album by American progressive rock band The Mars Volta, released on March 1, 2005 on Gold Standard Laboratories and Universal. Produced by guitarist and songwriter Omar Rodriguez Lopez, the album incorporates dub, ambient, Latin and jazz influences, and is the first to feature bassist Juan Alderete and percussionist Marcel Rodriguez Lopez.